Deer season. Day 9. Let's do this.
Good morning. Where's the rest of the herd? If you could point me in the right direction, just use your nose. I'd appreciate it. All right, you have a good day now. Hopefully she doesn't call home and let the rest of the family know I'm coming, because I'm getting kind of desperate here. That was a nice sized doe. I was calculating how many sausage I could get out of that. Yipper. Did you bring a field dressing station there or what? A chair to sit your lazy ass in. A chair? What? Hey, he's going urban on us.
I see that. Yeah, that's all right. Whatever
I brought it for
takes.
him.
Okay.
I just fell in the creek. I'm soaked. -7 Celsius today. That'll give you a nice cold wake up. I got mud all over my gun and in my gun on my scope. Luckily, none of the electronics ended up in the drink. Safety tip 101, look at that. I gotta unload my gun, the barrel's plugged with mud. Not the start of the day I was hoping for. This is where you just question whether you carry on. Nothing. Can't see no light in there, it's plugged. Had to take it back over to the creek after that. Put some water through the breach so it ran out the end of the barrel. And now I can see right through. It's cleared, it's good to go. Just in case you were wondering, yeah, my water's cold. All right, I've got all the sand out of the action of the gun. As best I can, it's reloaded. Carrying on, I guess. Well, I'm hoping I got it now, but I gotta keep working here. Well, not how I had planned on starting my day today. Ooh. Well, that just goes to show you guys how tough it can be to light a fire even when you have matches. You know, and a toilet paper roll. I mean, I'm pretty well equipped, and it just everything with the frost on it, guys, it was all I could do to not give up to get that going. And what saved me there was the heavy birch bark. Even though it was frozen solid, once it started going, it would go long enough that I could just put light branches on top of it and build it up. And those branches will unthaw above as long as you can keep the bottom part going long enough, right? Whew. Don't want to burn my... Oh, something smells. Yeah, it was probably time for a new pair of insoles anyway. Almost time. I think I could have got another season out of those, but oh well. Oh, that's still wet. Well, not 100% dry, guys, but better than they were. Now, before I get mauled in the comments, yes, guys, I would go home. If it was just me out here and I fell in the creek, my gun was all full of mud and you just saw what everything was, right? The situation, I would head out. I can't do that today because I'm their ride. I drove those guys here, so I'm going to do my best to just suck it up. Things are as dry as I can get them right now, and it cost me 2.5 hours of my morning, but now I'm going to head up over the mountain and see if we can get this done. God, I hope we can get this done. Just want to show you guys there's a fine silt. So where I haven't wiped underneath the scope is a very fine sand. And that's all over my gun in the action of my gun. Now, I did wash it out as best I could. Poor old girl. This is my 1957 Savage Featherlight. She's seen a lot of action, and I don't know if she's ever been dunked in the creek before, but... Alright, enough bitching and moping. Let's get over that mountain. Ugh. Why is my pocket full of sand? Oh, never mind. Just walking through the hardwood, and I see a quartz rock sticking out. Cool, I saw that from way back there. So 2 days ago, I walked up here and headed for that saddle between the two mountains. There are new tracks all the way up here through the hardwood and on this skidding trail that weren't here 2 days ago. So I've got to just go find somewhere quiet where I can see the most amount and just sit and ambush them. Fresh bear scat. This is where I'm gonna sit. I've got some hardwood below me. There's a skidding trail right there, which comes out of the green. There's a green hole down there. That's the trail right there. And there's green all behind me. And another trail where they can come out over there. No bologna today. Frozen peanut butter and jelly. I went to put my hand in my pocket to warm it up. Snowflake. Temperature's dropping and it's starting to snow. Tiny little flakes. Something just stepped in that opening over there. Either a deer or a bear. It was just there for a split second and then gone. Something just moved in there. I saw it. Yeah, all right, guys. I've got to move. I've got to grab my stuff and get off this mountain because the temperature's dropping. And I think I messed with, my brain's a little slow right now too. I'm shaking, I can't stop. I never did fully dry out my stuff this morning. That was a mistake. As long as you're walking, you can keep moving, keep warm. But if you stop, you have to dry your stuff out. I would have to light another fire if I was gonna stay completely dry my stuff out. I can't do it. I've made it 6 hours today. It has to be enough for those guys because I'm really flirting with danger right now. I've got about an hour's hike back to get to the bottom of the mountain and then another 25 minutes to the truck from there. As long as I keep moving, it's fine, but I can't stay and watch anymore. I'm at the point where hypothermia is setting in. I can't stop shaking. So I live in Canada. I've been this cold before, but it's not something you want to mess with. You got to get dry, and I got to leave and I got to get dry. Even though I saw something moving back there on the brush line, I'm pretty sure it was a bear. It looked very dark. There's bear scat not too far up the trail here. And it's just one of those areas where if I thought it was a deer, guys, I would try, but I can't. I gotta, hopefully we either see something on the way out of here, the walk out of here, or those two guys, they've got another hour and a half on watch before I make it back to the truck. Hopefully they see something, otherwise that's the end of day 9. My nemesis. That was a little easier. Well, after walking for the last hour, I can say that the water in my boots has at least warmed up to about 72 degrees Fahrenheit, so I didn't hear any shooting from these other two guys, so I have to assume that that's going to be it for day 9. So we'll see you guys for day 10. I can't miss it. It's the last day tomorrow, so I got to go home and wash all this stuff, dry it, take the sand out of my gun. Give it a go for the last day. What else can we do? See you guys in the next adventure.